Hey everyone, check out this MyFitnessPal tutorial. I'm so excited to be showing this to you today because I created the 10 food hacks, and if you looked at it, I mentioned MyFitnessPal, but I did not give you much information. And if you weren't familiar with the app, then it's a little overwhelming. So I created this to help you because this app is seriously life-changing for someone with diabetes. It literally makes counting your carbs and keeping up with all this fun nutrition information such a breeze. So before I get started, go make an account if you haven't already. You can download the app. So I am showing you on my iPad, but you can download it on your phone and an iPad, or you can even go to myfitnesspal.com and create an account there and do everything I'm about to show you on their website. It just may look a little bit different. And again, I'm showing you on my iPad, and the phone is slightly different, but basically the same. So I wanted to have a big screen so you could see it. So we're going to pretend that you already created an account and you are on your home page. Again, this is my personal one, so you're seeing my day basically, and just FYI, okay? So I'm on my home page, and right at the top you kind of see a summary already. You can see how many calories I have left for the remainder of the day, and then you can see over to the right kind of the breakdown on a graph of my macronutrients, or my carbs, fat, and proteins. And what's so cool about this is when you enter all your information into MyFitnessPal, they kind of set a calorie goal for you, and then they also have a place where you can enter exercise and all that stuff, but based off your goals. So if you want to lose weight, or if you want to gain weight, build some muscle mass or what have you, they have a formula to calculate a rough estimate. Do you live by this religiously? Not necessarily, but I'm still such a big advocate for reasons of being able to count your carbs and such. So, like they say, I should have like 1,700 calories, and I have 800 left today. And then what's super cool over here on the right-hand side is the macronutrients. So you can see that it shows my goal of carbs is 5%, fat is 70%, protein is 25%, and you can see, if I'm above or below my my goal. And sometimes, things happen, low blood sugars, what have you. So anyways, it's a good gauge of where you are. And this is the home page, so to be honest, I don't ever scroll on this stuff, but here we are. So we're looking at it, and we're diving in, okay guys? Okay, this is the part I'm so excited about. You see that big blue button with the plus sign? You would hit that, and you have these options of, adding your water intake, adding the food you had, adding exercise, updating your weight. Because a lot of the stuff they show on here is based off weight. Like if you want to lose weight, then you want to keep entering it so it can track your progress. We're focusing on food. That's what I care about. So you're going to hit the food button, and you're going to have options for meals. We're going to pretend that it's morning and you're going to have breakfast. So you select breakfast, and the search bar comes up at the top. You could search for oatmeal, for example. Say you ate some generic oatmeal, and you can just search for oatmeal, and you can search through the options, and you see some that have check marks. That means they've been verified, which means their information is accurate. But say you had Quaker old-fashioned oatmeal. All right, first one comes up. You select it, and here's all the beautiful dietary information. And you can pick a serving size. It automatically defaults to half a cup, but you can put a cup or whatever. Typically, I keep the default, and I would just change my number of servings. So I would say I had 2 half a cups, and you hit a check mark, and it'll show you everything you need to know. And if that's what you had for breakfast, you add a check mark, and it's added. You saw that? It's added right there at the bottom. And same for lunch. Now for lunch, we're going to pretend that you're eating lunch and you ate out for lunch. And say you had a McDonald's wrap. Try to be kind of healthy. And say you had the grilled chicken ranch wraps, about almost towards the bottom with the green check mark. And it's verified, so that's good. You can see all the stuff, the carbs, 41 grams. Awesome. Check mark. and now it just got added to my lunch. Granted, that's not what I had for lunch, but it got added. And say for dinner, you had you wanted to have a food that you frequent a lot. So you see, before you even go to the search menu, you can select your recents. So right here, these are kind of things that I've had recently. So super easy to just select that. But you can also go to frequent, which is pretty similar to the recent, but it has this great memory of like being able to recall this stuff. And then you can also go to My Foods, where you can create a list. I haven't touched this section in years. I don't eat still cut oatmeal hardly ever anymore, so that's super old. But you can totally create a new food on there, or you can do meals. Cool thing about the meals is, say you had dinner tonight and it was the same as yesterday's dinner. All you have to do is select that top one that says yesterday's dinner, and voila, super easy. And okay, or pretend that you wanted to do a recipe that you already inserted, which I'm going to show you how to enter a recipe, so don't get too nervous. You can either select a recipe you already created, which, by the way, guys, this one right here, what you're looking at is what to come, is what is what is to come for my new cookbook that's coming out. So prepare yourself, or it may be out by the time you're listening to this, but it's got some good stuff. And if you want an idea of the type of foods that would really help your diabetes, check out my cookbook at myhopefulhealth.com/cookbook. Had to throw that in there because we all love carbs, and I just want to encourage you to try some lower carb options. So here's my recipes. You can either create a new recipe here, and I'll show you from this part, and then I can show you another way to get to it. And prepare yourself, guys. This is the coolest part of the app because I try my darnest to encourage you to cook for yourself and create these super easy recipes, and this right here makes life so easy. So you hit enter ingredients manually, and you title it, say I'm making some bread, which again, if you learn from my foods, that my cookbooks, that you will not want to make bread anymore. But say you have bread that you make that has a serving of 8, so you have 8 slices, or it'll feed 8 people, and you don't want to select bulk ingredients. Like, you don't want to do that. That'll make your life difficult. So hit the arrow button, and now you hit add ingredient. So, say you're making bread and you want to search for flour, you can totally just type in flour here and look for one. Maybe use almond flour, coconut flour, select one of those, or guys, or you scan it, okay? So, for me, I buy a lot of things in bulk, even produce from Costco or something of the sort. So a lot of my foods, even my almond flour, they have barcodes. And so you could technically type in your recipes by hand, all the nutrition facts, or you can scan the barcode. So I'm not going to hit it because I can't show you, but if on that bottom right hand corner where you see a barcode button, if you hit that, you can scan a barcode of any food you have, any. It literally can find anything. So you do that and it comes up, and you can say how many servings you use for the whole recipe, and once you put all your ingredients in there, it'll break it down into individual servings. So right there, you know all your information, your calories, your fat, your carbs, your protein, your vitamin, I mean everything. So it's so cool. And you do that, and all you have to do is finish, and when you're done with creating your recipe. Super easy. And if you want, you create a recipe, say chocolate frosting. Gosh, you guys, you can see all the macronutrients, and you can also edit your ingredients, which, let's see. Oh, that's not how I select a recipe. I don't know how you edit ingredients from this part. I'll show you on the different part that I was going to show you how else you can add your recipes. So, how cool is that? Like, I really want you to start cooking, trying some low-carb recipes, and this makes life so easy. Okay, so I showed you all that. We're going to go back to the home page for a second. And you're at home, you can hit the next button over for food diary, and this will show you your day, an overlook of your day. Pretty cool, right? So there's my breakfast plus the oatmeal, which I'm going to take it off so you can actually see the real thing. And I'm going to take the chicken wrap off. And so you can see everything I've had, my snacks, all that fun stuff. You scroll to the bottom and you hit nutrition, okay? So this is your day in summary. What's that? Not a bar graph. A pie graph will come up. And right here is a pie graph of my carbs, fat, and proteins. Super great because you can get a visual of where you are compared to your goals. If you scroll to the left, you'll be at nutrients. This will give you bar graphs of all your macro and micronutrients, so your vitamins, your minerals, and your proteins, fat, and carbs, and fiber, which is important. So you get that visual. And then if you're counting calories, which to me is not as important as knowing your macronutrients, you can see that too. So super cool, and it breaks it down by your meals, which is awesome. And when your day's over, you hit complete entry here at the bottom, and it saves it, and you're done. And that's it, guys. That's a quick summary of it. It's so cool, so simple, and I really want you to try out this app. You finish listening to this tutorial or you listen to it while you're playing with it, whatever you do, give it a try. I'm so excited for you for even listening to this and being willing to try it, because I promise you, you will love it, because you will feel so much better, because you will know the exact things that are going in your mouth. So you'll have better blood sugar control, which will just make you feel better overall. So thank you so much for your time and for listening to this. And I cannot wait to hear from you about how this app has helped you. I'm so excited, and I'll see you guys soon.